What brings you to the temple, Master? Have you been lax in your duties? A member, or I should say former member of the Kaminatong, has come to our temple claiming sanctuary. This puts us in quite a predicament. I can imagine that some of the Kaminatong's members will have reservations about an outlander joining the temple. But most are upstanding members of the community and devout temple followers, and tending to their spiritual needs is part of your duties. Conduct yourself with honor and mind your manners, and I'm sure they will return the courtesy. The young man's name is Gethis Raviro, and he claims that he has been paid by the Kaminatong to carry skooma shipments overland on their behalf. By his own admission, he completed several of those deliveries over the past months, but now his guilty conscience has gotten the better of him, and he has destroyed his latest shipment. Fearing the reprisal that was sure to come, he came straight to our temple and surrendered himself to our judgment. I have told him to shelter on the bottom floor for now. Make no mistake, the fact that he has completed just one delivery of this vile substance means he has broken the law, and it is my duty to see him face justice for it. But let me not mince words here. Handing him over to the Hlan Oak garrison is the same as handing him to the Kaminatong. Gethis has invoked the temple's protection and confessed his crimes, and so he needs to be tried in Almas Thur. Unfortunately, I have no doubts that his former employers have learned about what he has done by now. If they have, I fear his life is forfeit the moment he sets foot outside the temple. I can't let this happen to someone who is claiming sanctuary here. Go downstairs and speak with Gethis Raviro, Master. Maybe he can offer us some insights on how to resolve this predicament. Don't harm him, but don't let him walk free either. He needs to face justice in Almas Thur. Have you talked to Gethis Raviro yet? He is on the bottom floor of this temple. We can keep him here for now, but this situation needs to be resolved.
A warm welcome to you.
Are you here to help me, Sira? I am fortunate to have never given in to the temptation of trying it myself. Now that I have seen what it does, I can promise you that I never will. Yes, Sira. I confess to my participation in the smuggling of skooma by the Kaminatong. But I have cut all ties with them when I dumped their latest shipment into that swamp. I don't want to live the life of a drug smuggler anymore. I humbly request the protection of the Tribunal Temple, so that my case be heard and my guilt be judged by the devotees of Om Shivi, not the Kaminatong and their thugs. Because I saw the result of my actions. They told me that the skooma they were selling just went to crazed cats, foreign imbeciles, and Dunmer too weak-willed to fight for our country. But there are only so many young men destitute or dead in a ditch you can see before you realize that it's a lie. They say they are making money by harming our enemies, but only the first part is true. They are making money by harming our people. Take packages of skooma and bring them from one shady warehouse or into the next. On foot, under the guise of a simple itinerant worker, so census agents or Tolmer would not bother me, like they do bigger shipments on carts or boats. In return I got pouches full of coins, and the assurance that I was helping the fight to drive the foreign invaders out of Riesdain. I don't possess any evidence on the Kaminatong that I can bargain with. They made sure of that. If you thought about retrieving it, I'll have to disappoint you. I opened the bottles and poured the contents into a swamp. You might still find some empty vials, but I can promise you that the skooma is gone. I have never met him personally, but I know that Latin Dadrais has the final say in all Kaminatong matters in this town. If he has marked me for death, I won't make it out of the walls. If he has consented to letting me be taken to Almas Thur, none of his thugs will lay a finger on me. I don't know what you could offer him, but I hear that he is a pragmatist, and maybe he is willing to agree to a trade. He knows that I have no evidence on him and his group anyway. Please help me, Sira. I only want to survive. And to know that no honest Dunmer is ever again harmed by the skooma I helped smuggle. I believe you can find him in the council club here in Hlan Oak. My role in the operation wasn't important enough to ever meet him face to face. Do you have more questions, Sira? Please help me.
Is there something I can do for you? A warm welcome to you.
The devil is dead, and the blight is ended. We believe that he's the Kaminatong's big boss in Hlan Oak. Some would say he's the real power in this town. Gethis Raviro claiming sanctuary in our temple puts us in a very unfortunate situation. I hope you are working on resolving it, Master. Gethis told you to negotiate with Ledin Rise? Very well. I entrust that responsibility to you, Master Ada. I know he can be found in the Hlan Oak Council Club. Gethis Raviro says that you need to negotiate with Ledin Rise? I'm sure you can find him in the council club. Be careful, Master. He is not only one of the most powerful mayor in Hlan Oak, he is also a long-standing patron of our temple. Show him the utmost deference. I hope you can make him understand that we are obliged to conduct Gethis to Almiththur for trial.
Where is that slave?
We rent beds. I have some goods for barter. What do you want? Speak with Gilner Harino if you want to see the boss. Or learn to climb walls. I don't care either way, Outlander. It is always an honor, Narivaran. We don't do business with stinking Enwa. Careful, Outlander. That's a dangerous name to know.
Tell your friends about this place.
Welcome, Outlander. You've come to the right place, and just the right person. My name is Gola Ralvin, and I have the deal of a lifetime for you. I happen to have a house for sale. It's just across the street. And, because I like that you've got the Kwama eggs to just stroll up to a stranger in a venue like this, I'll even offer you a discount. So you're interested, hey? Excellent.
Where is that slave?
You can smell a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. A beautiful manor in the bustling town soon-to-be city of Hlan Oak. Overlooking sacred Velith's path. There's no finer property in Morrowind, and it can be yours for only 1,000 drakes. So, what do you say?
Where is
You
that
don't
slave?
seem the type to let an opportunity this good pass you by. I'll be here when you come to your senses. Careful, Outlander. That's a dangerous name to know. I'm a lovable rogue, a silver-tongued devil with a taste for the better things in life. But lovable as I am, some people get upset with me. What are you talking to me for, Enwa? I keep an eye on things for the boss. Right now, that means on you. We are proud of our heritage and of our ancestors. I fight to defend Morrowind, so that by the time my children reach my age, Shivi willing, there will still be any of it left. You say the Hlan Oak Temple wants to negotiate with the boss? Then why am I not seeing an upstanding devotee of the faith, but instead a godless Enwa here? Give me a better reason to let you in there or go away. You're the Outlander healer who saved my son? I'm glad that you did your job. Yes, he is recovering well. Don't pretend that you care, Outlander. You are here on behalf of the temple? I think we need to have words with Master Seerthran about how an Outlander was allowed to tarnish their office like that. But we will humor your request for now. I've unlocked the door to the boss. Show respect, and don't even think about touching any of his belongings. The door is already open, Enwa. I assume you are here about a rat that has been claiming sanctuary in your basement? I am the owner of this establishment. What? Is that not the answer you expected, Outlander? Spit it out. We are a fraternity of reasonable Dunmer who think that the affairs of Morrowind should be managed by the people of Morrowind, not by a decrepit old man half a world away and his armies of butchers and bureaucrats. Get to the point. Not in my establishment, Enwa. Gethis Raviro is a thief and a traitor. Yes, of course I know that he is hiding in the temple here. What I don't know is why Master Seerthran sends an Enwa to offer terms to me. Is he ashamed to come here himself, because he knows that I am in the right? Or does he just want to push the blame for what happens next on an Outlander and keep his precious priestly hands clean? Lucky for both him and you not to mention Gethis, I have a perfect little task for an Outlander. A Khajiit slave by the name of Ahabhu has escaped from my good friend and associate Idra Bethendas. I already know where the stinking cat is hiding. All I need is someone with a stern voice and a big stick to go there and collect it. And I think that's the perfect task for you, Enwa. If you return it to the Hlan Oak slave market, I am willing to allow Gethis Raviro passage to Almas Thur. He knows nothing of any importance, and if it's his desire to rot in an ordinator cell, I will not deny his wish. One of the upstanding fishermen in town told us that he has seen Ahabhu on the island just to the east of Hlan Oak, somewhere near the western coast by a small muck pool. The cat must have thought that hiding so close by and biding its time to flee north would fool us, but it has just made itself an even easier target. You should have no problem strong-arming it into following you. Return Ahabhu to Idra Bethendas at the Hlan Oak slave market, and Gethis won't be harmed. Bring him to Idra Bethendas at the Hlan Oak slave market. Then I will let that rat claiming sanctuary in your basement scurry away unharmed. Return Ahabhu to Idra Bethendas at the slave market, and I will allow Gethis to leave Hlan Oak with you. Those are my terms. All further talk just wastes time you could spend cat catching. Is that so, Outlander? Well, it would have surprised me if you had suddenly developed some respect for our laws, or the instructions of your betters. Crawl back to Master Seerthran, and tell him that I will accept no other bargain. Unless you, personally, return Ahabhu to the slave market, Gethis Raviro stays marked for death. If he is lucky, he won't even know what killed him. If not, he will have enough time to truly regret putting his trust into an Enwa who claims she follows our faith.
I can tell you.
Gethis Raviro claiming sanctuary in our temple puts us in a very unfortunate situation. Have you talked to Lidan Dadrais yet? You refused Lidan Dadrais' offer? Why? He was telling the truth. I heard that a slave escaped from the market recently. And Idra Bethendas is his legal owner under our laws. There is nothing shameful or illegal about retrieving him for her. And if it means that the Kaminatong allows us to safely bring Gethis Raviro to Almas Thur, it is a small task to ask of you. I would strongly suggest you reconsider, and put the concerns of our holy office over your personal qualms. I am very disappointed in you. Very well, I can't force you to act against your Outlander convictions, but I will not forget that you have put them above the interests of our temple. It sounds like you squandered our only chance to amicably resolve this. Gethis is still under our protection for now, and I have to think about what to do next. Whatever it is, it won't involve you. I still have duties for you, but I will make sure that they take you far away from Huan Oak, since you clearly don't fit in here. Yes, he is still here. No thanks to you.
A warm welcome to you.
What will become of me now? I can only pray to Shivi for a miracle.
Is there something I can do for you? A warm welcome to you.
What are you talking to me for, Enwa? You say the Huan Oak Temple wants to negotiate with the boss? Then why am—
You must be joking. Bother someone else.
Walk out of my club, Outlander. Better yet, walk out of my town. There is nothing more to negotiate, Enwa. I hope Gethis is comfortable in that basement of yours, because once he steps out, we will show him true justice.
Say what you want or go away.
Yes, Outlander, what may I do for you?
I am never too busy. You wish to speak?
What is it you want with Ahabhu, Dark Elf? I don't trust you enough to talk about that. They say we Kashiat brought it in to poison their people, and yet they make it themselves in their caves and basements. The Dark Elf has found poor Ahabhu. What next? They know where Ahabhu is? Thank you. Thank you. Ahabhu will fly like the wind. Maybe he can make it to the safety of Old Ebonheart before they catch up with him. Ahabhu will head north as quickly as possibly. Many thanks for warning him, Ada.
Quickly, Outlander. I haven't much time.
I feel I can truly...
Is there something I can do for you?
Yes, Outlander, what may I do for you?
What brings you to Huan Oak, Outlander? Do you need help finding?
Do you wish to purchase Arijardha?
Where is that slave?
Speak to Mistress Bethendis.
Speak to Mistress Bethendis if you want to acquire this one, Sira. You must find the key to these bracers before I can be freed.
Are you looking to take me away from here, warrior of spell? Speak to Mistress Bethendis. This ledger lists the names of slaves presently on sale, names of slaves already sold to various households, the money paid by each buyer, and the profit generated by each transaction. Are you looking to take me away from here, warrior of spell? You must find the key to these bracers.
Three
Speak to
blessings,
Mistress Bethendis
Sarah.
if you want to.
What are you doing down here? Are you interested in taking poor Ahabhu? Speak to Mistress Bethendis.
You're
Are
not
you
what
looking
I
to take me
expected.
away from
You've
here,
earned
warrior?
my trust.
You have the key. Will you let me go free? Yes, now I am free. Thank you, Ada. I thought you were a member. You have freed many slaves, so I will tell you this. If you are asked, have you seen the twin lamps? You say, they light the way to freedom.
Speak to Mistress Bethendis if you want to.
Where
You
is
have
that
the key.
slave?
Will you let? Yes. Now I am free.
Do you wish to purchase Arijardha? You have the key. Yes.
Amatwa was you.
What are you doing down here? Are you interested in taking poor You have the key. Yes, Ahabhu is free. Ahabhu is free now. Ada you freed me, Ada. Are you in the twin lamps?
temple, a change of heart. Gethis Raviro, a former member of the Kaminatong, has claimed sanctuary in the temple of Hlan Oak. He has been smuggling skooma for them, but willfully destroyed his latest shipment. Now he is facing retribution from the Kaminatong. Nivis Sirthrown wishes for me to speak with the young man, and find a way to allow him to be safely escorted to Almas Thur, where he will stand trial for his smuggling activities. Gethis Raviro has told me that the only one who can guarantee him safe passage is Ledan Dadrais, the Kaminatong boss of Hlan Oak. He hopes that Dadrais will agree to a bargain. Ledan Dadrais is willing to let Gethis Raviro leave town if I return Ahabhu, a slave that has escaped from Idara Bethendaz's slave market in Hlan Oak. The slave was spotted very close by, on the western shore of the island just east of Hlan Oak, near a muck pool. I informed Ledan Dadrais that I was not willing to return an escaped slave in return for Gethis Raviro's safe passage to Almas Thur. Dadrais told me to report to Nivis Sirthrown that he would accept no other bargain. I have told Nivis Sirthrown that I would not return Ahabhu to slavery. He was very disappointed with my decision, but has accepted it. He has more duties for me, this time away from Hlan Oak.